So you all know who I am. So tonight we're going to talk about three things. We're talking about branding templates and how to be able to use and utilize branding templates. We're going to talk about landing pages and the purpose and how to use landing pages for anybody who does not have a website. And then third, we're going to talk about lead generation and events and what you guys can use and utilize for if you have events or how to generate leads and things of that nature. All right. Any questions so far?
Nope.
All right. So here we go. So something to think about. So one, what tools have you used to expand your business? So today, right now, we're talking about Canva, but there's some other tools I want to be mentioning and talking about. Um, so what do you use to grow and expand your business?
Um, those little real video maker things.
What app is that? So when I say that, like talk about apps.
Okay, so let me pull my phone up. Video like Leap. They all like video editing apps. That's all I pretty much use. And Invoice Simple. I use that for invoicing.
Okay.
Um, I used to use HoneyBook, but I stopped using them.
Why you stop
I,
using HoneyBook?
I like Invoice Simple better.
Why
Like,
so? Like the reason why I'm asking is
and
because I've
HoneyBook
been
kept going up on pricing, so that's why I got.
okay. Then that's why okay. Because
Mhm.
I'm like what I was using before is PickSpotter. PickSpotter is going away, and like what I'm using right now with Pixie Set is decent, but I keep hearing great things about HoneyBook, so that's why I asked.
Oh, yeah, it was really nice. And you could do the contracts in there,
Yeah,
everything. It just they kept upping the price, and I was like, I'm not about to be paying all this money. So I used Invoice Simple, and then I used Google Docs. No, DocuSign. Um,
yeah,
for contracts, I use Canva to do my little flyers and all that stuff. Um,
okay,
yeah, that's pretty much it right now.
all right, that's fair. Shavera,
I use Canva, Stripe, but most of all, I have a CRM that I subscribe to that I pay for monthly. That it's called Travel Joy. So it's an invoice system. It's a booking system engine. Um, it can give me like if you say you want to go somewhere, instead of doing like a DocuSign or something, I can send a document via that way, and it's archived with your credit card information or something like that. Well, I don't see it, so it's securely held. So if I ever need your card for something, if you say, "Here's my deposit, run this card," so it does everything for me. But before I was trying to use different ones, I just combined it and started paying for that.
yeah, super dope, super dope.
What's Stripe?
So I use that site for some groups. It's just the credit card processing,
Yeah, so
because I found that it had a lower fee. Um, but like say all of you guys want to go on a trip and you give me your credit confirmation and I need to make one payment, I can run all you guys' credit card without having it there. So I can manually enter your credit card information and get the money
Uh,
so the good thing about
versus like
that
Zelle.
the good thing
Mm-hmm.
about that platform is, and just like with Square, you can develop business credit with them and then get like small business loans if you needed to expand your business without having it like as a hard credit check. So it'll base it off your transactions. So it'll take like a amount from your transactions that you have and then use
Mm-hmm.
it to pay back the loan.
nice.
Okay, that's interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just got it because it was one of the few that didn't let me. I didn't have to physically have a credit card, and not everybody wants to use Zelle or Cash App because they might not have cash for vacation. They might be using a credit card,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
so
make it
it
easy for them.
worked. Yeah.
All right. So next. Why do so many templates that people use look the same? Why do you think that?
Is they getting it off Etsy, or they use the first template that they see that's free in Canva?
Well, yeah, but
Mhm.
why do you think? Why do you think that? Why do you think that is?
It's popular and I guess appeal to the clientele, I guess.
Okay, Severe.
I think that they just don't want to invest the time to come up with something else, so they just get whatever comes up first. I mean, I think everybody has an idea of what, like she said, what looks nice or what they think is working for someone else.
Okay. Okay. And I think that that's a big part of it. Like people need to understand and have a feel of what their vision is and how they plan on using templates. So that you can kind of tweak it and make it look the same, right? I mean, not look the same. So like for my realtor clients, you probably typically see like the same kind of realtor post, and that's because people aren't customizing it. So realtor took an extra step in the custom, like changing the images, changing the font, like even switching stuff from left to right. It'll help with that customization and non-repetitive look.
Yeah, I mean, I see that a lot. It's just always so easy to use what's there. I found when I started with Canva,
Hmm.
it took me so long. I did so many edits to a template. I was like, I should have just built this myself because I didn't want to use what was already there. Everybody kind of uses this same turquoise blue. If they think it just represents travel.
Hmm.
By the time I finished butchering it, it was just like, I should have just started from scratch.
Well, I mean, but sometimes it's a good reference point, right? Like it's a good places to get your thought process, started and see what direction you want to go with. But that leads me into branding templates. Is everybody familiar with Canva, like how to do branding templates?
Excuse me. Yeah, when you did the first thing, I went on there, the directions, and did it the color little thing for my logo. So
How to set up branding and brand colors, you know how to do that? Should you know how to do that?
So I'm struggling a bit because I have like a brand area, right?
Hmm.
But I don't seem to be able to apply it, if that makes sense. And I don't know if I'm not supposed to be able to. So, for example, I have a site that I love the template, and that's like so I use Canva I bought my domain in my hosting space. And then I use Canva to create like a website, and then I connected it to my domain, and then I push everything over. The website that's where I pulled my colors from. Um, and I have it housed in like a section in Canva that says branding. Doesn't this say branding? Hold on. Yeah. My point is that I feel like, because I pay for premium or whatever this is, so I feel like though I feel like I want to be able to just apply that to, say for instance, I create a post. I feel like I should just be able to apply that theme to, I guess, like a style sheet. Like I feel like I should be able to apply that to a design, but I can't. So it feels to me like the brand templates aren't.
But you can though.
Okay, well, I'm doing something wrong then because I cannot. Like
So let's
I'll start. Go ahead.
hold on. So I'll end up sharing too, but go ahead and share your screen so we can take a look. Hold on, let me stop sharing.
Wait, where's my? Hold on, I gotta find my Zoom thing. Oh, there it is. Oh, sorry. I never use Zoom. Give me a second. Share screen. All right. So this is my brand kit, my brand template. I don't have anything there.
So your brand template is
No.
because you haven't designated you haven't designated any of your previously branded templates as being a branding template.
All right, so if I show you something and I say, this is what I want to be, hold on, a template.
So go to projects. Hold up, go to projects. Just click project on the left.
Mhm. And also you saw that too, right? That was another reason why I stopped putting it there. I didn't know, it seems like they're discontinuing that.
What?
Brand template.
You're
They are?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, the folder.
yeah. You have to move it to another project. All right, so this is my website. So
So
I
pick,
would prefer this.
so pick one that you want to be a branding template. Like what's one?
Let's use this as an example.
So hit the box on it. Like check the checker box.
The checker box.
Yeah. It should come with a check. And then you hit the three dots after that.
The
No,
three
hit the
dots go
folder.
to
Hit
where?
the folder. The folder
what
underneath
folder?
next to the trash can. And then it should move the branded templates.
Nope.
No, oh, so that's probably a new thing. All right, so go back, hit the three dot, uncheck it, hit the three dots.
Mine's a little different when I do mine.
And then, oh, so they are moving it. So either, so usually what happens is you can take it and then you designate it as a branding template. So click inside of it. Usually you should hit the check and then be like make a branding template. So click it so it goes big. And then under share, you might be able to designate it as a branding template. But if it's relocating and moving, that might be the reason why you can't do it.
So got my computer going slow. Um. Oh. No. Everything is saved.
Let's see if mine do something.
No.
See, mine
'Cause
got
I think what I wanted to do was what I thought was like, say for instance, I find a template, like I wanted to automatically change these colors to
Oh,
match,
but that's but
like
you can do that, but you can do that regardless though. So click in it.
this right here, this
Yeah,
one.
click in it,
Okay.
open it up.
Okay.
It hasn't gotten bigger yet, unless you gotta share a new screen.
Okay. Share this tab. That's it. Okay. Can you see that?
Yeah, so go on the left hand side where it says brand.
Left hand side where it says brand. Oh yeah. So I want this palette or this palette.
Yep. So that's why we establish your
So what
brand colors. You would select that, and then you hit shuffle if you want to change something.
So just select this palette and it'll automatically update this.
Yeah. And if you want to change it, it'll shuffle it. So I'm gonna show you two ways to do it. And you just keep it shuffle, then hit
Okay.
apply to all
I see
pages.
it. I got it now. Okay. I didn't know that.
So the second thing you can do is go up to the first page, not there on the right hand side. Click where it says like clean my room.
Uh-huh.
Click that. Not the words, but the box.
Hold on. This
Circle. I'm in the
sharing.
circle.
Need to make it bigger. I have to unlink it. Oh, it's already grouped. Okay, give me something else to change so I don't have to ungroup this.
Well, I was going to show you how to change everything all at once. Like,
Okay, what about this? Can I change this? These black dots?
well, yeah, you see the black dot. So hit the circle. Now go to
I
the
did.
top where it says the color.
Yep.
Like that. Pick a different color. And then it should do every shape that is like that. You can change it all at once.
Okay. I think I was doing it manually.
And
There
then
aren't
change
any
all.
more.
And then you hit change all. Was it like
Oh, so if you
hit
hit change all, it would have did everything.
everything that was a shape that was like that, it'll change.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, it did update everything. I see that. Changed. It didn't do this, but that's fine. Let me try this one. All right, so you're saying if I change the color here, just whatever. Okay, so if I say change all, okay. Let's see, it changed all the squares. Okay, thanks for that. I'll stop sharing.
All right, so how do you feel about that?
It helps because, like I said, I do have templates. Like you see, I just grabbed that from somewhere, and I was just spending a lot of time trying to brand it to fit my aesthetics, to stand out. So that makes things a lot faster.
So yeah, it definitely is. And like I said, they clearly are like moving and changing things around. Like there's definitely, easier ways to do stuff.
Mhm. Yeah. Do you recommend Pro, right?
Oh, hands
I
down.
have Pro now, but
Yeah,
yeah.
hands down. Because they're always going to add stuff to Pro first before they do anything else.
Okay.
Um,
Chantrice, you said yours was different.
I think mine looking the same. Well, when he was, because I always see it on the left hand side. Like I can share my screen really fast. Let's see. Share it all. Can you see it? Okay.
Yeah, I see it.
So when you were saying the first folder, I didn't see that, but I always click it on it like the left side, like how you said. Um,
yeah, so you go there and you go to share on the right side. Well, no, but here's the other thing. Go to share. And then it should say brand template. See where it says brand template there?
hmm.
That's how you should that's how you turn into a brand template.
Oh,
Okay, so it says we're removing the default brand folder, publish your template to another folder. Okay. I don't know
So
what that
see,
means,
that's what I'm
but
saying.
okay.
Like they removed it from the drop downs in the other folders. Remember how I showed you hit the click the box
Okay.
and then move it. So they're moving it, but that's the last way you can do it. So like I said, they're clearly doing away with it. So they're trying to remove all the other ways to do it. But with the
So
brand,
if she does make this a template, this just means this is her starting point for what's this, an Instagram post? This is her
it
starting
can
point.
be like this could be a staple like for her, right? So the staple could be, every time she has an event, she has a template specifically for her events. And then this could be one of those templates for the events.
so what I
Okay.
would hit push because I don't do none of that. I just go
So you
here.
could do so next thing I would do is duplicate it, right? So next to the lock button at the top, down, right, up, left, down,
Oh,
right.
right.
Yeah, duplicate it.
Okay.
It should, all right, so that's the second page. Yep. So now you have them. So from here you can do a lot of things. Like at the top right where it says copy of untitled design, title the design so that if you ever had to type it in search, it'll easily appear. So the next thing I would do where it says page 1, enter title, I would also title the actual post as well, like what it is.
And then hit publish.
Yeah. But change the name to Untitled Design, change it to something.
You can post right off at Instagram page.
Yeah, you can auto schedule it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's
This
how
whole
you auto schedule it and have it be able to
from Canva or the other
from
app.
Canva. From Canva. Now it's limited, like you can't save your like signatures and stuff, but yeah, you can definitely do that.
I had no clue. Cause I got like 5 flyers sitting in here I didn't create it and still haven't.
Yeah. Look to auto schedule it.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right. So, and this is something we can go back to, like if we need to, right? But these, Canva posts are important in there. The importance of a Canva post or why you make them is one to establish your brand consistency. So, when in doubt, like we talked about, like the auto scheduling and auto posting, you want to be as consistent as possible with your brand, with the colors, how you show up, all those things. So, by having templates that you can alter the colors and have everything be consistent, it'll help you there. Second is it'll teach the algorithm because people know what to expect. Down to the when you even title your slides, that can impact the algorithm in the search. So think of it like alt text, right? So anything that you put into the internet, it can potentially be searchable as well. So, keep in mind as you're titling stuff that's important. And then last thing is you want to make life easier for the branding individual. So that being you. So having things in categories, having things in folders, having things that are easy for people to be able to see, will then in turn make your life then easier. So something to think about. If you don't have a website, how do people learn about your business?
Word of mouth.
Okay.
Facebook page.
Okay. Chantrice, you just had a great wedding that you made Knights of Columbus look like it was a very intimate setting and forget about all the things. Side note, I have a funny picture I'm gonna show you after this is all said and done. Like, so stay online. Like
Okay.
hilarious. But yeah, so you have all of those things. So one of the things you can do is create a landing page or like a mini website in Canva where you can display weddings, you can display events, your current events, and then you can make little handouts that you could then share. Right. So the beautiful thing about landing pages is you can use it to direct people on where to go and what to say and do, but you can also customize it by adding pictures and different elements and events with it as well too. So landing pages, and let me stop here. Let me pull up a landing page.
Do you need both while you're doing it? Do you need both if you already have a website?
You don't. So I'm putting this for people who necessarily probably don't have a website or landing page to show them what the benefits are with it as well, right? So if you already have a website, that's great. So for those who don't, I think Shavira was beginning to show hers like briefly like on Canva. In that you could type in a website and then on that website you can make it searchable and all that good stuff so people can then see what it is that you're making and doing and how you can hyperlink it, right? So you can start it there, or you can make a landing page here that is then scrollable with stuff that's embedded that you can hyperlink it and have it go somewhere else and do something different, right? So client hyperlinked hers, and we'll be able to go there like for the landing page. So, let's say hypothetically, you're going to an event and you want to have people be able to access your Google Drive, but you forgot to embed it into your website, or you may not want to embed it into a website. So this Canva landing page could be perfect for that. And then you can track it by using a Bitly link. And then the Bitly link can be used not only to redirect people on website links that are too long, but it can also be used to track the website data and information too. Right? So like here, you know, you can track how often people are going and how they're engaging with the website, so that you have that data. So if you can make one like for the QR codes and people linking for actually physically having the link, or putting it on social media and then be able to track and see what's more effective or efficient. Is it more effective and efficient on social media, so you're pushing more people there? Or is it more effective and efficient when you do your handouts, so you need to do more there? Questions so far about the landing pages?
Nope.
No, that makes sense.
All right, so here we're going to take it to another level with the landing pages too, right? So I'm gonna close this up, close this up, close this up, close this up. So next we have things called like newsletters, right? And I think that everybody should be using and utilizing newsletters for multiple reasons. One, it can help you to be able to generate leads and information. So let's say you have some information and you want to begin to build out segments like in your MailChimp or your whatever your CRM is, right? So, a great example of that would be, Shavira. It could be, you're going to make a newsletter on 5 ways to plan for your summer vacation. If you want to create a summer vacation for under $1,000, here are the perfect places for you to look at. Download my guide, click the link in the bio, right? So you make a downloadable guide here that ranks at 1, 2, and 3. But you're like, where am I going to place it at? Well, you're going to place it inside of a MailChimp, right? And you do that by creating a campaign. And then within that campaign, you are then going to go to, hold on, delete all these, because these are, oh, delete. Yeah, all right, cool.
Is this where you created your website from?
No, no, no. My website's on Pixieset. No, I'm just showing you guys how to be able to do this. As
I
like
created mine on here just because I needed to get it up quickly.
oh,
Not
MailChimp.
as sophisticated.
Oh,
No,
I
I
know you
created
get
mine on
MailChimp.
Canva. I
Oh,
created my whole
Canva.
website on Canva.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so within the landing page, let's name it summer travel guide, right? So
Does
within
MailChimp cost?
no, it's free.
Okay. Mm.
All right, so within summer travel, what happened? Where'd it go? Here, landing page, summer travel. Again. All right, here we go. Hey, grow your list. All right, so then you go in here, try to change stuff like, all right, I'm gonna replace it with my logo. Imagine that this is my logo. So you hit insert, you're gonna adjust it so it's small enough. You change this to say looking for summer travel ideas. Here is right. Then you click in here. This is my list of all right.
Mhm.
So what kind of pertinent information do you want to have? You want to have first name, last name, email address. So of course, you have all these are required. Maybe do phone number too if you wanted to, maybe not make it required, right? And then you go down to, do you want to subscribe or do you want to say click to download, right? Now, of course, you can change the style, change the color, and all that stuff, right? So we don't have to necessarily go in there. I wanted to get to the meat. So from there, you have success. You've been added to the audience. Click here to download the guide. So two ways you can do it, right? So one, you can highlight the click here, hit the paperclip, and then copy and paste the URL. So you're probably like, what URL do I use, Austin? Well, if you go back to here, we said that this would be your newsletter guide that you would make and create, and you just make this a view only link. Take it a step further, you can make it a view only link that was inside of Bitly,
Mhm.
right? One,
You said Bitly?
Bitly, bit.ly.
Definitely. So, I know we're talking about the logistics of the newsletter, but going back to what you said is you strongly suggest everyone has some type of newsletter or something. So is this going back to last week a little bit with you should give some free content. So some of your content should be you giving away stuff, information,
Absolutely.
versus just asking people to book with you or,
Absolutely.
buy your service, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's how you give validity. I mean, just even back to
Yeah.
the first class I offered, right? Like you give out some information. There's some people who attended the session, took the free information and ran with it. Some people just sat on it and did nothing. Some people, like you all, invested and did the class because you wanted to grow and better. Like that's fine. You know what I mean? So like you're going
Mhm.
to, especially in travel, right?
Mhm.
Some people will say, like, why give away my gems and things of that nature, right? One, information is free. They're bound to find it anyway, right? Two, the clientele that you probably want to work with are people who want the ease of not having to plan, right? Like they just want
Mhm.
to tell me where they got to pay, how much they got to pay, get it and go. Like that's your client base. And when you can provide a resource, like all I gotta do is read and see the different options and stuff like that, that'll make it easier.
Okay. So you don't ever feel like, or like you or Chantry's, like if you're doing like, I don't know, I don't know anything about a camera, like what lens you should be using for X event, or how to decorate on a budget. Chantry, do you feel like you're giving them a way out, or those just, I don't know.
You still need
Um,
them though. Well, go ahead, Shinfreeze, you can answer first.
um, well, you can answer first. I
Like,
don't, so I don't really, I need to get into speaking and I don't really do none of that. I just post the work and there you go, book. But, heck, I
Oh
forgot.
yeah, I did look at your page. Okay, yeah. So you're more of a here's my portfolio. Your social media is a portfolio only. Okay.
Yeah, like how he said we need to speak. That's like something I don't like to do. So I know I need to step. I don't step in
Oh,
front of the camera at all. Like, I don't really like it. Even when Austin recorded me, like I was like, oh, I'm picking through it, like, oh, this looks terrible. My hands like this, all this, but
or even a post. like you don't do like a post with like just written text, like something like that's on the screen right now, not
Oh,
necessarily
so
you in front of it.
I started like the one you just saw. I didn't post it yet. Like I created that over a month ago, and I still haven't posted it yet. So it's like I got to do more of this, talking and marketing versus just posting reels and pictures, which I typically just do. So being more interactive with the clients or the clients that I want to attract. I need to be more, do more of that. Like I don't do newsletters, I don't do emails, blasts, none of that stuff on there. I probably should, because some people might have forgot me, like, oh, you know what, that's the girl that did my event 3, 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I was looking for her information and she sent me an email.
I
So
was searching her email.
yeah, so it's like I probably do need to do that.
Mm, okay. And so, Austin, you think like it doesn't matter the tips I give you, you're still gonna need me.
No, you still need me. Like, here's the thing: at the end of the day, you're still like, I can tell you what gear to, like, both of you. Like, if Gentry said, Austin, I want to capture my own stuff, I will tell her what gear to buy and what to do and how to do it, right? But at the end of the day, for some people, the anxiety of messing it up is greater than saving the money. So they'll say, yo, I'd rather pay somebody to just be able to do it and I don't have to worry about it. And that's kind of where you have to get to within business, right? Like my wife will tell you, like, if you leave it to me to plan something, it's going to be last minute. Like some people don't want to be last minute. So in that, you can tell me, hey, look, here's the information here, the resorts and blah blah blah. You give it to me, and I know me, and I don't book it in time, and then it's sold out, or my Southwest flight is through the roof because I waited till the last minute, or I didn't pick it the right time, or blah blah blah. So then I mess out. So then I lose. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like you're selling the service, not just the information.
And like I booked, I mean I booked. I'm looking at something that says book. Like I have a professional camera. I don't use it. I rarely use it. Like I bought it to use it. I've had it like 3, 4 years at this point, and I always forget it home. So typically, I just use my phone or what I started doing. When I want the real good pictures, I call Austin. Um, but I'm like, I do need to do a little more um, on my end as well.
Yeah, I mean, and I think there's a trade-off, right? Like I was first on touching trees, you don't necessarily need me for every video you do. Like you're more than capable. But if you're doing an event just like you had the other day, like there's not enough time for you to take photos of everything at a wedding in video and set up and host. Like there's not enough time. So you bring in somebody to then handle that so you don't have to worry about
Right. Yeah,
it.
because
And
I
there's a
did
reason for everything.
literally nothing. I was running around with my head cut off.
All right, like I mean, that's just. But going back to the young lady who. Oh wait, well, Shaver's coming back. So like the young lady who did the food and stuff, right? So she was trying to do her own content. Luckily, like I had a light there, but you could just see by me just even giving and having a light, like what kind of difference. But that's the kind of knowledge that going on a professional will do. It's like, yeah, you can save the blah blah blah, but if you don't know to not do your own taxi, how to do the booking transfers, how to do all the prep stuff, all the information you're going to share, Severa, like that's the sell. And that's kind of what you put in some of the stuff in the guy. You don't give them everything, but you give them enough.
Okay.
So to take it a step further, when you do have events, you want to create things like this handout. So the handout is an easy little printable, and I'll be able to share it with you all on like your contact information, your name, like disregard it says real estate. Like you can put up event stuff, you can make it say like travel or whatever it may be, right? But the big thing in it is you can hyperlink it to a website or slide deck that you can rinse and reuse at any given time. Like you can say what are like 5 steps of booking an event, and then you make a slide deck like this. And because a slide deck can be a website link or have a link in view only, it's something that you can hand out to people so they know what they're going to get, like within their event or package or whatever it may be. The beauty of this thing is it's a 4x6. You could take the same 4x6 handout, print it out at Walgreens, and have 100 of them for $20 that you can leave and pass to people as they're leaving their event. And it can be printed in
Even
1
cheaper
hour.
with a coupon code.
Even cheaper with a coupon code. And then you can print it and hand it out. I mean, we eat $20 going to Chick-fil-A. So if you can get your stuff in front of you go ahead and add $20, get in front of 100 people, you get 2 people for your next event and pay for itself, or even 1 person pay for itself.
Do you recommend like a keychain? You know how they have the keychain?
You can do that too. Yeah.
Because I notice people trash flyers sometimes or the card, but I was trying to think of a digital way where I'm like, here, just scan my info. When they ask, where it pop right up to my website or my Instagram page.
I think I created mine from Canva.
The little keychain thing.
Yeah, I'm sure I did.
Where did you get it printed from?
Oh, no. Sorry. I'm lying. I didn't get it. No, I think I'm talking about 2 different things.
Like the little, how it has the QR code. Like you can either put it on like a little photo frame, but they have like little keychains like, and my keys upstairs, where it's literally just a keychain, but it has the QR code
Okay.
where you can scan it.
No. I just Googled it. I know Austin probably wants to go on. I just Googled it, but I guess you would just buy a regular keychain from it looks like people just buy a regular keychain and then print it out in black and white. And
So
just
you
put
do keychain.
and cut it out. Just buy a regular keychain, like a picture keychain that you would put a picture in and then just cut it out, like just print it out.
I mean, you can do that, or you can do what is called, like I have it on my phone. It's called Hi Hello, and it's a little QR code that just stays on your
That's what
phone.
I have. That's
What
what
is
I thought you
called?
were talking about.
What is it called?
Hi Hello.
Hi, hello.
Yeah, it's a free app.
They call it a digital. I call it a digital keychain. That's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Instead of actually having something printed. But I do think the print, like this goes a long way. I didn't think about actually printing out the actual flyer. But yeah, that's smart. I was actually in the vegan spot in up here, and I saw Mecca's sitting on a counter.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So these are all resources. Go ahead.
Can I ask you a question about the text on the page versus an image? Like, is it important to make sure that this is not like one image, that the text is highlightable so that it can be searchable, or do you not think that matters as long as you have the alt tags and stuff like that?
No, I think the alt tag is what's important, but the same token, I also think that you can embed a hyperlink into it as well so that it can be clickable. Like if you made it like a PDF or a PNG. You know how to do that?
Yep.
All right. Shatrice, you know how to do that?
Say it again.
To make it linkable. So like if somebody clicks it, they can go straight there. So like your email address, right? You can highlight your email address, hit the link, right? And then you type in mail to colon, type in your email address, hit enter. And then if I save this section right here is now linkable.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. So then, like, if
So
I
when
send
you,
it,
if
if I
you
email it to
post it on
somebody, it's quicker.
Instagram,
No. So it won't do it on
Mm-mm.
Instagram. It'll do it if you email it to somebody.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
if
But
didn't
you
know.
it's only
email it, it'll be
PNG,
embedded.
not a JPEG, not a JPEG though, right?
Yeah, PNG or PDF.
is the link. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna write that down.
But no, it's worth it though.
Yeah. Okay.
So, questions about resources.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
All right, so I will send you both weeks stuff, and I'll send you templates to play around with. Next week, we're going to be talking more in depth about like creating signature stuff, in addition to doing some stuff in CapCut. So if you can try to gather some like video clips and links, and we'll start working on those next class. Okay.
Can you go back to the really quickly?
Yeah.
Can you go back to the screen? Can you go back to the screen before this with the Canva with the QR code? Why do people on electronic things like why do we put QR codes on things that might be on Instagram? Does that make sense? Because you're using your phone to look at it.
Not
Why would you use your
necessarily.
phone to
Not
scan it?
everybody, but not everybody uses their phone to go on Instagram. I go on Instagram on my
Oh,
computer.
really?
Like tonight, like if I'm working on something, I go on Instagram on my computer.
Oh,
Well, I
never
And
did
then
that.
some
Okay.
some people also don't feel like recreating documents, so they just post what they already
Okay. Okay. I did not know people really use their computer for Instagram. Okay.
Or Facebook. Definitely Facebook.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten over the Facebook. So, are we still recording? I have an issue with Facebook.
Hold on. Hold on. Thank you for tuning in this week to our masterclass. Next week, we know what we're working on.